Good morning to all. I am Dr. B.R. Tambe, Assistant Professor in KTHM College, Nasik. Welcome into the Geography Department. In last lecture, we start the first chapter, second chapter. It is insolation, and in this chapter we studied about the mechanism of heat transfer. It is conduction, convection, and radiation, as well as definition of the heat. And today we are going to start the second subtopic. It is heat budget of the earth. Heat budget of the earth. It means that how much energy come from the sun towards the earth. For example, it is 100%. How how to spend this energy for various purpose, and then reflection of the earth surface as well as another causes. This 100% energy which is coming from the short waves, and when it is going from the reflect with the help of long waves, this percentage is how much it is 100%. It is also 100%, but how this total is equal, we will study into detail into the next some minute. The balance of incoming and outgoing heat on the earth is referred to as its heat budget. The heat absorbed by the land and ocean is exchanged with the atmosphere through conduction, radiation, and latent heat. The heat absorbed by the atmosphere is eventually, actually in this image there are actual heat budget is there. We will study in detail into the next diagram, or some images are also in next slide. The heat, the earth as a whole does not accumulate or lose heat. It maintains its temperature, as like as our body. We also maintain our temperature. Into the summer season we maintain our temperature, as well as in winter season we also maintain. Not only we, but all animals are maintain his temperature. Same, the earth is also maintain his temperature. This can happen only if the amount of heat received in the form of insolation equals the amount lost by the earth through terrestrial radiation. This balance between the insolation and the terrestrial radiation is termed as a heat budget or heat balance of the earth. This is why the earth neither warm up nor cool down, despite the huge transfer of the heat that takes place. When the solar radiation phase passes through the atmosphere, some amount of is reflected, scattered, or absorbed. The reflected amount of radiation is called as the albedo of the earth. Although the earth as a whole maintains a balance between the insolation and terrestrial radiation, this is not true the different latitudes. There are variation in the amount of insolation received at different latitude. For example, in the equator, there is high amount of solar radiation, and towards the north pole it is going to decrease of solar radiation because of the tilt angle of the solar radiation. In the tropical region, the amount of insolation is higher than the amount of terrestrial radiation. Hence, it is a region of surplus heat. The polar region, the heat gain is less than the heat loss. Hence, it is a region of defect heat. Thus, the insulation creates an imbalance of heat at different latitude. This balance is nullified to some extent by wind or ocean currents, which transfer heat from surplus heat region to defect heat region. This process of redistribution and balancing of latitudinal heat is commonly known as latitudinal heat balance. Okay, first of all, we studied about the incoming short waves, solar radiation and heat budget. Which are the waves coming from the sun? This waves is this heat is coming as a short waves. These waves are known as short waves. The earth receives most of the energy from the sun through short waves, solar radiation. The solar energy radiant towards the earth's surface takes place as 100%. Out of this total incoming solar radiation entering the earth's surface, earth's atmosphere, 35% is sent back to space through scattering by dust particle, 6% reflection from the cloud, 27%, and from the ground surface, 2%. It means this total 2 plus 27 plus 6 is equal to 35% sent back to space through scattering by these three things. 51% is received by the earth's surface as a direct radiation, and 14% is absorbed by the atmospheric gases as like ozone, oxygen, another some gases, and water vapor in different vertical zones of the atmosphere. It means that this 35% plus 51% plus 14% is equal to total 100% of solar energy. In this diagram, in this image, there is whole incoming solar radiation distribution is show there in this total 100% solar radiation. The 51% solar energy received by the earth, there is some distribution of this 51% solar energy. It is comprised 34% as a direct solar radiation and 17% as a diffused by daylight. The heat budget of the atmosphere compresses 48% of solar radiation, where 14% received through absorb of the short waves incoming solar radiation and 34% is received from the outgoing long waves terrestrial radiation. In this slide, outgoing long waves terrestrial radiation and heat budget. Okay, 100% solar energy come on the earth, and which is this 35% it is directly reflect, and it means that we should show the 65% solar radiation. After receiving the energy, the sun and the earth also radiate. After receiving energy from the sun, the earth also radiates energy from its surface into the atmosphere through long waves. Okay, it is multiple choice question. Which is the waves reflected from the earth surface or radiant from the earth surface? This waves is known as dash dash dash. It is long waves. The terrestrial radiation is also called effective radiation because it helps in heating the lower portion of the atmosphere. 23% energy out of 51% energy which earth has gaining from the sun is lost through direct long waves outgoing terrestrial radiation, out of which 14% is absorbed by the atmosphere and 17% is goes directly to the space. The total energy received by the atmosphere from the sun, it is 14%, and the earth, it is 34%, becomes 58%, which is radiated to the space in one way or the other. This is this 17% and this is 48%. Energy sent back to space 35%, it is plus 17%. Long waves radiation is equal plus 48% through radiation from the atmosphere is equal to 100%. It may be pointed out that the mechanism of solar and terrestrial radiation is not simple as mentioned above. Rather, it is highly complex. For example, not all energy received by the atmosphere from the sun and the earth is re-radiated directly to the space. A sizable amount of energy received by the atmosphere is radiated to the earth surface, which is again radiated to the space and the atmosphere. In this way, we complete this subtopic heat budget of the earth. It is very complex, but into the examination there will be some short question, some multiple choice question. How many percentage of solar radiation reflected by the cloud, or how many percentage solar radiation reflected by the atmosphere? These are the questions are very important. And how many percentage solar radiation reflected by the earth surface. Okay, these questions you should study. Into the next chapter, next lecture, we will study the vertical distribution of the heat as well as horizontal distribution of the solar radiation or heat. Thank you very much.